Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a Q&A video. I'm going to be answering 5 questions that you guys have been asking me, and I'm really sorry that I haven't gotten to any of that, but I'm so excited to do this video for you so your questions are finally answered. Let's go! So I'm just walking around Millennium Park. It's really beautiful, and we're going to go sit down and do the video. See you guys! I just sat down and finished eating. It's time to answer some questions. Okay, now that we've sat down, we can answer some questions. I'm gonna answer the questions. Okay, so the first question, and I always get this question, and I really am happy that I get to address this in this video. Can you work in Canada and pay for your tuition fee? So what I have to say about this is your first year tuition fee should already be paid. You should already have that locked in. Because when I say that you can work and pay for your tuition fee, I mean that you can work full-time in your summer breaks or your winter break or your reading week to pay for your second year tuition. And this is possible if you budget. I'm not saying that you will have a lot of money and you can pay for your tuition fee as well as other things, but if you're looking into wanting to pay your tuition fee or even just a little bit of your tuition fee, then definitely for your second year you can actually do that if you work full-time during your summer breaks and your winter breaks and your reading week. So your first year should already be locked in. You should already have that money so that you don't have to worry about that. You can pay for your tuition fee, but for your second year tuition fee, if you're in a 2-year program, you will earn a lot of money when you work full-time during the summer breaks. And obviously you also have to budget. You can't just be spending all of your money and expect that you can pay for your tuition fee. So yes, you can pay your tuition fee. This is based on experience as well. No, actually I'm not gonna say that because I didn't pay fully my second year. I still needed a little bit of help from my parents because I do spend a lot. But if you're one of those very disciplined students and you want to budget so you can pay for your second half, like the second half of your tuition, then that is possible. In connection to that question, I get this question a lot too, and I will address it to you guys. How much is the range for a tuition fee? So me, I'm in the paralegal program at Fleming College. I was and I paid $8,000 per semester, so that's about $16,000 a year. What I have noticed though, if your program is in the medical field like biotechnology, it is more expensive because it utilizes a lot of, you guys need a lot more props or supplies. So my friend Diana, who went to Centennial College in biotechnology, she paid $20,000 per year, so that's $10,000 per semester. What I also noticed is if your program is shorter than a 2-year program, it could be more expensive. If your program is less than a 2-year program, if it's an 8-month program or a 1-year program, it could be more expensive just because you can get that diploma in a lesser span of time. So on top of my head, the range would probably be about $6,000 to $10,000 per semester, but that all depends on the school, the program you're taking, and how long the program is. So I suggest just look it up. Look up your desired program and in your desired school to figure out how much you need to pay for your tuition fee. That's Canadian dollars. The next question, and this question has been asked a lot. Is it required to take IELTS when applying for student visa? I always encourage my viewers to take IELTS because if you have plans to be a permanent resident in Canada, you're gonna have to take the IELTS anyway, and also it is a very strong factor to get your visa approved if you have taken an IELTS exam. Now, there are some schools that do not require for you to take IELTS, and a lot of you might opt for that because IELTS, you do have to do a review and do an exam, and it is more money, but it's not that much if you're that committed to have an approval of your student visa. So I always encourage everybody to take their IELTS when they plan to apply for a student visa, because it is a big factor to get an approval, and two, you're gonna have to take it anyway if you plan to get permanent residency here in Canada. So I encourage you guys to still take your IELTS even though your school doesn't require it. Mr. Sun, come back. It's freezing. Okay, so next question is who can be my sponsor? So this is very vague. I know, oh my god, I'm freezing. So who can be your sponsor? This is very vague. I know a lot of confusion has circulated because they think that the sponsor needs to be an immediate family, but actually you can have any sponsor as long as you have an affidavit of support. It is encouraged though that they are immediate family member or a very close family friend, and it's very good to have supporting documents too if it's going to be a family friend. But anybody can just sponsor you as long as they're willing and they have an affidavit of support and they show their financial status, their bank accounts, their bank statements, and that you need to explain in your study plan that they're very much willing to sponsor you in your studies in Canada. Oh, are you okay? I have napkin. You have? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
No problem.
You're finished now?
Pardon?
You're finished now?
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Can you give me a napkin?
Yeah, you can have it.
Sorry, so no more cup.
Have a good day.
You're in a car there.
Bye. Cute old lady. She spilled her coffee. Anyway, so who can be your sponsor? This is very vague. I know there's a lot of confusion of whether your sponsor has to be your mom, your dad, your rich auntie or whatever. But if you're looking at a sponsor that's already here in Canada, okay for a family friend even to sponsor you as long as they're willing and they have an affidavit support, they show their bank statements, and you explain in your study plan that they're willing to sponsor your stay and your studies in Canada. But for those sponsors who are in the Philippines, it is encouraged that it's an immediate family member that's sponsoring your studies in Canada. They have to show the same affidavit support and their bank statements and their financial status, and you have to explain in your study plan that they're willing to sponsor your studies in Canada as well as your entire stay basic. Also, a lot of questions of whether they can just deposit money in your bank account. That's kind of a red flag because it's like you're showing them that you have this in your bank account but somebody else just deposited money in your bank. It's very advisable that you don't do that and just state in your study plan that they're sponsoring you. They can show their own bank statements and financial status, and you just have to have them sign an affidavit of support. Like, you don't have to do the whole deposit money in your bank account thing and stuff like that. That's like very red flag. So that answers, like, that's a bonus question right there. But yeah, if you're having a sponsor here in Canada, they don't have to be an immediate family member. They can be a family friend, very close family friend that you can state in your study plan that is willing to sponsor your stay here and your studies. But for those sponsors that are still in the Philippines, it is encouraged that it's an immediate family member. Okay, so the last question is my personal favorite. I get this question a lot, and I get why it's asked, because coming and moving to Canada is a very big life decision. So the question is, how is life in Canada? So life in Canada has actually been pretty amazing. I've been here for 2 years and I've never felt more independent, and I think it helped me grow a lot being on my own and going to school and finding a job, which is like the best part of it. I'd never really thought that I could be a workaholic until I came to Canada. I never got to see what I'm really capable of until I got here, how far I could go in terms of work. I'm very excited because it's been a really great experience. Very thankful for the country because they are very supportive of immigrants. They're very supportive of international students. I know that it sounds like confusing because we do pay a lot of money to go to school here, but they give back so much more as well, especially in terms of pandemic. During pandemic, they were still very supportive of international students and those who haven't worked yet. They always look out for their people, which is good, and it's just a lot easier here if you're starting a career or you're starting to build yourself. I'm shaking because it's so cold, but yeah, life here is pretty good. The people are amazing, and it's not even like it can't feel like home because there are a lot of Filipinos here, and it's Filipino community here is amazing. We treat each other like family. If you see a Filipino, you might as well just like talk to them because it just clicks just like that and you have a relationship already. And other than that, it still feels like home. Like I know we miss home. I miss home really bad because I miss all the craziness and loudness during Christmas and stuff like that. And Christmas is coming up. It's November 23rd now. But because there's a Filipino community, you still feel like you're accepted into a family. They host a lot of Christmas parties and you guys are always invited for being Filipino. That's how they want to embrace as much of the Philippines as they can while here in Canada. You just know your way around, and you will learn that once you get here. If you learn your way around Canada, you would get a glimpse of a lot of the benefits of living here. After your studies, obviously you're gonna get a work permit, and believe it or not, it's not really hard. I say that from experience. It gets complicated, but it's actually not hard to be a student, get a work permit, and eventually being a permanent resident. And we're on our way there right now. Me and my friends we're on our way there, and we're very excited. And I hope to share a lot of the journey we go through with you guys, and hopefully you get inspired and motivated to take the next step. If you don't think that you're gonna be successful in your country, if you need to embrace being independent and to find yourself and to figure out what you really want, if one of those things is coming to another country and starting a new life, then I want you guys to go for it. And I hope this video and a lot of my other videos, and hopefully my videos in the future, can help you guys out and what you need to think about and what steps you need to take in order to take that leap. Okay, this video is starting to get a little bit emotional. But yeah, I really hope you guys go for it, and I'm here to help you guys with any questions. I'm not really good at answering them right away, but I would love to hear more about any of your concerns, and hopefully I can address that in the future. Just like now, I'm doing a Q&A because of a lot of the questions I've been getting. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. So guys, this is the end of our video. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed our little Q&A. Don't forget to comment your questions down below so that I can address them in our next Q&A video. Good luck to anybody who's processing or plan to process their student visa. I always encourage my viewers to do a DIY application so they can save money. However, if you are looking for an agency in the Philippines, I suggest you look up OAA Study Philippines. They're one of the cheapest agencies in Cebu, and even more cheaper if you state that I've recommended their agency for your student visa application. So don't forget to check them out. Guys, please don't forget to follow me on both my Instagram, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it to your friends. Thank you so much for watching.